In this video, we're going to cover how to install Microsoft Windows 10. Let's first take a look at the hardware requirements for Windows 10. You can run Windows 10 on a 1 GHz or faster 32-bit or 64-bit processor. If you're running Windows 10 on 32-bit, you'll need at least 1 GB of RAM. On 64-bit, at least 2 GB of RAM. Please note these are the minimum requirements. Typically, you'll want to run Windows 10 on at least 4 gigs or higher, preferably 8 or 16 gigs of RAM. Storage requirements at a minimum are 16 or 20 gigabytes. Again, you may want to consider having 50, 60, or 100 gigabytes or more of space depending on what applications and services you'll be running. For your graphics card, you'll need compatibility with DirectX 9 and make sure you have a display of 800 by 600. This video tutorial is going to cover how to prepare Windows 10 for a domain environment. So let's jump into the demonstration. We're going to be installing Windows 10 using a virtual machine. To do this installation, you'll need to download the ISO image from Microsoft. Let's go ahead and begin the installation. We start with the Windows Setup window. In this window, you choose the language, formatting, and keyboard method. We're going to take the defaults. Hit Next. This is going to be a brand new installation, so click Install Now. In this installation, I don't have a product key since we're doing a trial installation. However, with a legitimate copy of Windows, you should have a product key. You'll type that product key in this text box. If you're just testing out Windows 10 and don't have a product key, click on the I don't have a product key link. Next, choose the edition that you want to install. This ISO comes with a variety of different editions. I'll be installing Windows 10 Pro, which would typically be used in a business environment. Click Next. Proceed with reading the applicable notices and licensing terms. You can scroll through the information. Once you finish reading the information, go ahead and click I accept the licensing terms. You can't proceed without the accepting of these terms. Click Next. Since we're doing a brand new installation, we're going to click on Custom Install Windows Only. If this computer had a previous operating system, you can attempt to do an upgrade. Again, we're doing a clean installation. I'll click Custom. Next, you'll be presented with the storage that has been allocated for this computer. When I created the virtual machine, I allocated 100 gigabytes of size. Depending on your needs and what you plan on installing on this system, you may need more than this. Click Next to continue. During this process, it should take a few minutes to copy over the files from the ISO image into this VM. We'll speed up the video just to save some time. Now that the files have been copied, the system is rebooting. The installation process continues. For the most part, Windows 10 is very plug and play. Windows does a great job finding all of your peripheral equipment that's connected to your computer without the need to install additional device drivers. You'll notice that the installation process requires several reboots. This is expected. We're entering the final phase of the installation process. So next, we need to choose what region we're in. The default in this case shows United States. Let's click Yes. Choose the appropriate keyboard layout for this system. I'll click Yes. If you want to add a second layout, you can. Otherwise, you can skip and continue. Notice that Windows has detected that there's new features to be updated and they're ready to be downloaded and installed. It is letting you know it's about 4 gigabytes in size. It may take some time to download. If you choose to get it, it will download it in the background. Or you can say skip for now and go to the Windows Security Center and download it later. I'll just say skip for now and continue. If your organization has an Azure tenant and Office 365 services, you may want to choose Setup for an organization. However, we're just going to do a simple installation and domain join this machine. We'll click on Setup for personal use. Because this is going to be a domain joined system and not connected to Microsoft services in the cloud, we're going to choose Offline Account. In addition, we want to choose the limited experience. In this case, we're not going to create an online account, and we're not interested in synchronizing these services with other Microsoft devices. We'll click Limited Experience. We'll need to provide additional information to create the first local account. Normally this would be your name or the name of the primary user. In this case, I'm just going to type in admin to create a generic local administrator account. Click Next. You'll need to create a password. Click Next. Confirm it by typing in it again. Windows also provides you with a set of security questions. You can use these security questions to reset your password. In addition, you can choose some privacy settings for this device. You can choose to disable these settings now or in the future. I'll just click Accept to proceed. If you want to customize your experience, you can tell Windows what you're planning to use this PC for. In this case, I'll just choose Business. If you plan on having more than one device, you can enable this. I'm going to click No to proceed. In addition, if you want to enable Cortana to give you additional assistance, you can accept it. Otherwise, click Not Now and turn on Cortana at a later time. I'll click Not Now. The final process is to create that first profile for the user you just created. This should only take about a minute. Our profile's been created, and now we can finalize the setup configuration. Some of the tasks that you'll be doing is going to the control panel or system settings, changing the computer name, installing additional endpoint security software, and other applications you may be interested in. Well, that's the end of this video, which shows us how to install Windows 10. If you want to learn more about how to join a domain environment, take a look at our playlist on the YouTube channel. You can easily join this Windows 10 machine on a Windows 2022, 2019, or 2016 Active Directory environment. Thanks for watching. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again.